Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. What's up, son of a bitch? Ads are getting too good. Are you talking about the pre-stream ads, which I wish they would not run? Patience, patience, young one. Stream will start soon. You cannot rush imperfection. Okay. Oh, there we go. We have to invite. What's up, guest mains? Well, thank you for stopping by and saying hello. Hello!
Hi, my love!
Did this
Hello,
work?
hello, hello.
It works! Hello!
Why is it saying... Oh, it's
I don't
trying
know.
to, like, caption what I'm saying.
It's attempting. It's
Can you hear me?
fucking failing. Yeah, hi, where are you?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
It thinks I'm speaking Spanish. What the hell?
you know, don't question.
Como se
Capture
dice?
that frog.
Must be said.
Whoa!
Fuck you,
Dog.
Nikki.
Where'd you get a
Up
wand?
dog. Where do you get a wand? What? Bitch, hold up. What? I want a wand. Where's the wand?
The one you...
How do I get a wand?
What's up, everybody?
What do I do?
Hi-
How do
hi,
I get a
Nikki.
wand?
Sorry, Nikki, we won't say naughty words.
Shut up, Nikki. You're a little bitch.
Oops. Oh, this is inviting. Okay, never mind.
Where's the wand? Where is the wand? I want a wand.
Did she
That's locked. Fuck
steal
you.
the
I
wand?
want a wand. I don't know. I want a wand. How do we get a wand?
Daddy.
Daddy! How do we get wands?
Hold on, I think I need to change
Oh,
the...
no. What the fuck?
Okay, look sensitivity, I have to bring that up some.
There's gold here.
That's good.
What
Okay,
the
display audio.
Nope.
To bring this down some.
There's
Study the grimoire?
A board
There we go.
telling us what to do.
Then I
How
have
do
to
you get a
bring.
wand?
Oh, you break it off of the tree where we spawned in.
There we go.
Wait, what?
The tree where you spawned in.
Yeah?
There's,
What's up, everybody? How's everyone
branches.
doing?
Oh!
Good evening.
Where?
Slacker, did you get a wand? Come over here and break a tree branch.
Yay.
Zap.
Up, dog?
Up dog? Oh!
I like how you both
Tempest.
did it at the same time. Ah! You got me. Okay, wait. Over here.
Arrow.
Here it says extract frogs, but I don't know
Oh,
what
fuck.
to do with it.
I hurt
Extract
myself.
frogs. Sneeze on monsters.
You're pretty.
Okay. How do you sneeze on a monster? Achoo! Oh, wait a minute. It's putting our... Okay, I see what's going on. The, captions, it's like fake Latin.
Oh,
That's so friggin' weird.
that is really funny.
Extract
How do I
frogs,
extract this frog?
destroy
Do I put it
things.
in this little circle over
Tempest.
here?
Ah, shit.
Extracto
Arrow.
Frogo.
Arrow. Arrow.
Extract
Arrow.
frog.
Arrow, arrow,
Up
arrow.
dog. Whee.
Tempest.
Bitch. No.
How do I extract you? Ah!
This game is called Yap Yap. Sell wand. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, extraction.
What do I do with the...
There's nothing in here, right? I don't think so.
What do I do?
What'd you do?
No!
Oh, we're
I don't
teleporting.
know.
Sayonara.
What do I do? What do I do? What do I
I
do?
don't know.
Up
What do I
dog.
do? I clicked a button.
We're teleporting.
Oh, Manacadabra!
What's happening?
It's the forbidden spell known as loading.
Okay.
3 nights left to meet quota. So are we just stealing shit? That was
Maybe that
okay.
was a practice round?
we
And
okay?
now we're
Are we
actually
okay?
doing
Oh my god.
Grab.
Oh? I didn't say that, but okay.
Okay, well, that's not a thing. Blood rose.
I got a mushroom. I don't know what
Oh,
I do
I
with a
still have
mushroom.
the
I
frog
got a
in my
rose.
pocket. Okay, wait. How do we see what our tasks are?
I don't know. I think we fucked up.
So this is like wizard repo.
Shit, no.
I'm gonna change my brightness, I think.
Hello, hold on.
Yeah, I put the brightness at default, so it's like really dark.
Huh?
Yeah, I just turned mine up a little.
10 gold? I'll take that.
Up dog.
I'll take 10 more gold. And I'm doing so good right now.
Hola?
But the spells are like going off by
Watch
themselves
out!
though.
I died.
Arrow. Whoops.
Tempest.
Arrow!
Tempest. Oh, that mine's on cooldown.
Ah! Oh, yeah.
Frog.
fuck you. Oh, they didn't shoot shit.
Tempest.
Ah!
Arrow.
Arrow!
Thank you for pushing him towards me, by the way.
Arrow.
Arrow.
Arrow!
I ran away.
Nope. Bitch. Tempest. Get away from me.
Shit.
Arrow.
Arrow!
I cast. No.
Arrow!
Up dog.
Arrow. We're not doing any damage to him. I think we just gotta
How do
run
we
away
make
from him.
die? Also, how do we
Oh,
sneeze on
shit.
him?
Could you
Do it.
perchance... Oh my gosh.
Ah, shit. Ah!
Are you
The
okay?
freaking screen didn't go over. I'm so sorry, guys.
What is
They can't see what we're doing.
No, now they
Can I
can't.
beat a
Uh-oh.
death with a box?
The- I think I did not switch over the scene. I am so sorry. Pro streamer here. Arrow.
I'll beat your ass with a box. Tempest.
Tempest.
Oh, okay.
We're doing something.
Oh, yeah.
Why is that was loud?
Oh, Abracadabra.
Slacker and Star asked me if I wanted to play Yap Yap.
I lost my rose. Ow.
So I said, okay.
I have 20 health. We're gonna die.
Arrow!
Thanks for that, Zaddy.
I'm sorry.
It's
No,
okay.
he's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me. I'm
I forgive you. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I truly am. I thought I had pushed the
What is that?
the correct
what is
button.
That? Arrow.
That is a gelatinous cube.
It's a skeleton in a cube. Oh my god, it's coming.
Arrow. Oh, that does nothing. Oh. So far, the scariest guy we've seen is that skeleton knight. What is this? It looks like it can break. Does that have any monetary value? I can't tell if there's like things that we gotta grab. Yo, what's up? Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Hi, Aku. I completely lost them, by the way. Porpoise. Corpus. That doesn't do anything. Okay. Destroy things is the mission. Tempest. That's fun. Arrow. I'm not destroying anything though. I am a weakling. You yuck. Let the Razor logo. You cast lizard fish. Fish. What do these do? Okay, I don't think those do anything. Lux is light. Fish is fish. What is this game? This game is Yap Yap. It's like, I think it's like magical repo. We're supposed to be doing like completing little quests and stealing shit, I think. Grab. And okay, I don't know what that is. Arrow. There's definitely something behind this door. Oh, did that do something? Oh, it wants me to say... Okay, hold on. What is that? That is... Dub. And then the Razor logo, and then Lux. What was the Razor logo? Yuck. Dub, yuck, Lux. That's what it wants me to say. Dub. What? Wait, what was the Razor logo again? I have a bad memory. Yuck. Dub. Yuck. Yuck. What the hell? Yeah, no, dub. What do you want me to do? When you wa? What is this thing saying? Dub. Why do I hear parakeets? Dub. Wa. This thing lost its goddamn mind. Dub. Yuck. Dub yuck luck. Oh, I gotta say it quickly. Dub yuck lux. Haha. Thing's making me talk like a fucking Ewok. Yup yup. Arrow. It's doing every word I'm saying. Yeah, it was. It was reading off everything I was saying. Wait, are you guys dead? Hi, Hollow. How are you? Tempest. Yay, destroy things. Yay, chaos. Stop it. I'm not a thing you can destroy. You guys hear that wonderful electric organ music? This looks expensive. Yeah. Arrow. Tempest. Yeah. Yeah. Chaos. Yeah, this is rad. Hey, Zaddy, I think that you're just supposed to break things. Arrow. Okay, that does not do anything. Oh, Nikki. You're gonna make Star mad again. Tempest. Yeah, yeah, break. Yeah, destroy. Up dog. Okay, that doesn't do anything. I think it just lifts me up to high places. I hope I get more spells, though. Only one spell that can do anything is kind of cheap. Tempest. The fuck? Okay, I'm guessing this is expensive. Arrow. That is expensive, okay. Let's knock it over. Arrow. Arrow. Tempest. Yeah. Wait, that barely adds... Oh, it's total items. Okay, I see. I thought it was like points that you have to add. I'm hitting the quota soon, though, that's for sure. Arrow. Yeah, see? Do you see up in the top where it says Night 1? Tempest. Yeah, break. Not breaking. Oh my god, Nikki, no. Arrow. At least you'll have the clickbait factor. Wow. Tempest. Okay, that picture just can't be broken. Arrow. Okay, whatever. Anything else in here I can break? Nope, I have broken everything I can in here. No, I have not. Okay. Tempest. Okay, I can't see a goddamn thing, so I can't tell. Oh, there's shit up there. Okay. Up dog. Arrow. Hey, push you. Arrow. Tempest. Ah, fuck your mother, really? Arrow. Arrow. Ooh, we're almost at quota. Tempest. This frickin' thing won't fall. Arrow. Oh, I knocked something over. Arrow. For Pete's sake. Oi, for Pete's sake. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome. Hi, Ainz. How are you? Arrow. Tempest. Can't get this thing to come over here. Oh well, there's some stuff over there. Arrow. Which I can't reach. Beautiful. Up dog. The ghost approaches. ¿Qué pasó? Hey. No mames, way. No, go away. Arrow. Hey.
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, you guys died already?
Well, oh yeah, we died. We died a while ago.
Look at all that chaos I rained.
You did so much chaos, Slacker.
That's why Nikki came into your stream and said, "And you're suffering, slacker," and start over and make the woman do all the work. We're just gonna. I don't know. It's not letting me.
I'm doing alright, Irons. Thank you for asking. I did all the
Fuck you,
heavy
Nikki.
lifting. Well, I was figuring out
We
everything.
died early on. Okay.
Don't go with the
Moonlight
portal,
Sage.
guys. Not yet.
Ooh, yummy. I just ate something I found on the ground.
Oh, well, you shouldn't do that.
Gnome.
It's not healthy.
Ooh!
What? Hold.
We can't afford to be involved.
I got on-demand gnoming.
Sneeze on monsters.
What the
Extract
fuck?
frogs,
Wand of Fire. Wand of Fire.
destroy things.
We got 30 gold.
I gotta get a new wand.
Hello, frog.
Okay, how do we extract the frogs?
I got a frog and a gnome.
Is the gnome screaming?
Yeah. And then it laughs. You hear that? How do we drop things?
Q, I think.
There we go.
How do we extract the frogs?
I think we have to have a frog in our inventory when we extract. Oh,
Oh, the frog just spit up some gold.
can you do that again?
Thought that was funny, Mr. Gnome.
I'll shake you.
Shake him! Shake him!
Throw up more gold. Or maybe I'll put you over the fire. Give me more gold.
Thinks
Ow!
it's funny.
Okay, never mind.
You know, I think that's funny. Can I sell
I'll just swap them between hands really fast. I'll make them vomit the gold.
your real gold? Okay, she's not interested.
Guys,
What?
guys.
Yeah?
You're so good at that.
And hold on, I gotta figure out how to drop. Okay, there's one. Oh,
Shot me.
This game is a trip. It is a trip. Tambourine.
Am I playing it? Oh.
Keypad 8.
Oh, there's like actual.
I love this. I found instruments.
I'm doing it as hard as I can.
Why am I like this? What's over here?
This might be scarier than RE9, really. Hello, Cammy. Welcome, welcome. How are you? Sorry, we're having fun with the instruments.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit you. Wait, I can sell this? But you don't want anything for it. Hold on. Can
I'll keep
can I
time
sell-
for you.
Wow, I like that there are actually notes on this.
Can I sell this? No. Fuck you.
The gnome thinks it's funny.
Oh! Yeah, he thinks it's hilarious.
He thinks it's funny.
Oops, sorry. He sounds like me when I laugh, though.
It sounds like all of us in a way.
Facts.
I've got 2
Alright,
wands.
so we ready to go cause more destruction?
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
Arrow. Arrow.
Ah!
Tempest arrow.
Start set to the toilet porter again. Thank you so much for the resub, chilling. You're the best. Oh my eyeball.
What's up, Ant-Man? What's for dinner? I had burger. Hola, Cami, ¿cómo estás? Yo hablo poquito español.
Okay.
Did not Oh, night 2.
Hamburger, sorry. Yeah, I went to my
Go
team and
break
I
shit.
took my team out to lunch today and
Arrow.
I had a burger and I'm not really hungry.
Oh.
Tempest.
Well, we broke something.
So that was my dinner as well.
Shit.
Tempest.
No.
Oh baby, look at all that stuff to break. Arrow. Up dog. I love breaking shit. See, Repo needs a mode like this, where instead of like extracting items, you're breaking items. I'd be such a happy boy. I feel like a cat right now. Arrow. You know a little English too? Well, I think we'll be okay communicating then. Mystery egg. I like mystery eggs.
Guys, I'm an idiot.
Why?
I don't
Blood
have a
rose.
lot.
I've got
So I
3
can grab
things to
2.
extract right now.
So I can
Nikki, I'm
grab
killing it.
one still?
No, I dropped it on the teleporter.
I'm so
Guys, there's a bunch of... Oh, there's a wand. Wait, no, that's a torch. Never mind. There's a bunch of stuff down here.
Arrow. Tempest. No. Arrow.
Well, we can hide in closets. Okay. You didn't understand me at all? Oh, I'm sorry. Lo siento. Guys, there's a bunch of stuff down here. They can't hear me, can they?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of stuff down here you can put in your pockets. So we can extract.
I found this.
Oh. Is that...
It won't let me break it though.
It's probably
I
for
took it off the
extracting them.
wall.
It's probably extractable. We
gonna-
should probably take it back to the beginning.
That's what I'm doing.
Doesn't look like you can break it though, which is nice.
Yeah. But I'm banging it off
Hello,
everything known to
Kyra.
mankind.
Guys, we almost met the quota already, I think.
We did.
You're welcome.
I just broke some shit too.
Okay. Where's... Is it here?
I don't know.
Still don't know how to sneeze on monsters.
Oh, I just dropped my wand. I found it.
Stay there, frog.
Okay, let's not jump all the way the fuck down again.
Is this another
Did that
thing
the
that we
first
can...
time.
Get in here. You know, I always said that, like, the creators of Repo, what they should do is they should make a moving game where the goal is to, like, take items either out of a truck or put it into a truck. And then, like, things can break and take damage, and then you, like,
Welcome
win
back from the ad break.
based on how much
If you
value
like
is
ads,
left.
Consider a sub or using your Twitch Prime.
And they can have that for free. They just have to name a character after me. That's it. That's all I ask. They can have that idea for free. They didn't pick up any of the items. I can't light this torch. Oh well, it's probably worthless anyways. Guys, we're way over quota, by the way. I think we're good. If they can even hear me. Oh, hey, chill. I don't know if this is where stuff is supposed to go. It's, you know, it's just the most intuitive thing at the moment. We don't have a map either. And we have 9 minutes until the ghost attacks. Oh, okay. Well, there's fall damage. Beautiful. Tempest. Let that kind of just run around in there. Do some damage. Arrow. That's the good stuff. Have you guys found extraction yet?
No, I
Oh god, look out!
west.
There's a freaking like goblin thing running around.
Oh, that goblin thing throws bombs.
Hi.
Warp west. Hi.
I just went that way. Oh, bye.
What does this do? What's up, Deku? Hey, Popstar, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. How are you doing tonight? 8 minutes until night ends. Froggy, what are you doing here? Get in my pocket. Okay, that's not the extraction. Can't sleep again? Oh man, you should get that looked at. Your sleep problems are happening every single night. I just frog napped a frog. I did frog nap a frog. That's what I'm good at. I see a frog, it goes in the pocket.
Before we have to struggle.
We should get out of here. We're way over
Do you
quota.
guys know what extraction looks like?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. Because there's like a weird
I don't know
room
where
over
we're going.
here, but I don't know what it does.
Where?
On this side. Over here.
What the fuck?
Tempest.
What is this?
Here, I'll
Hello?
pull out the frog.
Arrow?
Extract us, frog.
Nope, I guess that's not it.
I don't know.
Let us
Hey, thank you
out!
for sharing the live. Appreciate it. Arrow. Well, I am out of ideas.
Oh wait, can you grab those big dingy things?
Is there anything down there? No, that's death. Well, we might as well just go back to the start and see if that does anything.
Okay.
Go back to the start? Yeah, that's what we're gonna try. Do we, like, wait there for 8 minutes, though? That's my question. Or is there a way to, like, force extract? Yeah, it is basically repo but magic, and you destroy things, which is fun.
Hello?
Hello.
Arrow?
Okay, hold on. Let me see. I'll check.
How do we go back home? Extract? Blah 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 blah. I don't fucking know.
Locate the tall tower with a glowing blue or purple aura. Climb to the top and interact with the orb.
Okay.
Locate that. So we gotta find a tall tower with a blue light.
Okay.
Kinda wish they had told us that.
Right. It doesn't tell us shit.
Is it that one? That tall tower? Star?
I have
Do
no
you,
idea.
do you see that over there?
I think I might know where to go.
Well, I'll just follow you then.
I think, because I went to go up toward the tower, and then I seen a big guy with a sword, and then ran away.
Run away!
Get out of my way! Okay, get the fuck out. So what I did was I went this way. I came in here this way. I kind of like that. It didn't work. And then I went out this door. And I went this way. And I broke this. And I went up here. And I kept going. And there's man with sword. Tempest.
Okay.
Oh, I fucked up.
Ah!
Tempest.
Okay, thanks.
Arrow. Tempest.
Boy, he does not like me. Leave me be. Tempest. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck.
Arrow. Arrow. Arrow.
I got 2 frogs in my pocket.
Arrow. Arrow.
Is that a frog in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Oh, hello, chair. Arrow. Oh, Zaddy's dead.
Up dog. Up dog.
I've got Zaddy's body.
Uh-oh. Tempest. Up. Arrow. There's stairs over here.
Don't worry, Zaddy, I got you. You're coming with us.
Arrow. Slacker, we're almost there.
We can do it.
We have a minute left.
You got it, Zaddy.
We gotta
right,
go, Slacker.
right
We
by
gotta
the
go.
foot. No wizard left behind. We did it. This is it. Okay, now we gotta honor the orb. And that's extraction. Oh, she... Zaddy got left behind.
Yay, we're back.
And I extracted 2 frogs.
I didn't miss extraction. I was there. I was just dead.
Final night. Oh boy.
I made it so so far for not having a wand, and then I freaking
We
died
got
in the last
50
2 minutes.
gold. Wand of Illusions.
Get it?
Can I please have the Wand of Illusions?
Mm-hmm. I just need a wand. Period.
Here, you can have mine. No. Alright, let's see. What are my spells? Flodoculus.
Whoa.
Oh my god, out of body experience. Ah!
Oh, is that eye showing you stuff
Yeah.
around?
I can see everything.
Whoa.
I can see everything.
There's a grotesque wand and an astral wand, but we can't afford
Ooh, there's a big old tome up here. Okay, I'm done.
you. Yeah.
Poof me. My chair?
How do we sneeze on the monsters? Are any of your spells sneezing? Achoo!
Shrink Anna. Echo me.
Whoa!
I can make a clone?
Her voice.
Poof me. Oh, it's always a chair?
We can grab you.
Ah. I'll shrink you again.
Temp it. Arrow.
Echo me.
Arrow.
Oh, look at him go.
Hey, let's go. Go, 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 go.
Also, I think you can change your, where is it? You can change your character color. Where did I see it?
Where?
Oh, there it is.
I
In
changed my
the...
color to red.
Oh, there's no orange?
The yellow
Fine.
looks almost
Where do you
orange.
change
I'll be
your color?
Gandalf the White. Hit escape,
The,
and it's in general settings. Outfit color. Shrink Anna. And I can pick you up.
in the general settings, it looks like it's just a normal button, but it says change color. Outfit color.
Wait, do we share gold?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I found it.
This is counting the number of objects we have to destroy.
There we go. Now we are the correct star.
How do we
We are
sneeze on
purple.
monsters?
Achoo. I don't know. Achoo.
It's a spell on a wand we don't have.
Echo me.
Let me go check.
Gonads.
Look at him go. Hey, hey,
Achoo.
hey, hey. Poof me. Oh, now I'm a mattress. Or a cushion.
Put you in my oven.
Aw. And they need a version of this where you can, like, create your own spells.
Yeah.
What's up, Apple? How are you?
Absorb to teleport to a rival wizard's tower.
Study Grimoire.
Smash things and vandalize to collect chaos essence. Enemy tower awaits the orb to bring you home. Meet your quota by night 3. or
Dog
you'll be
dog?
finished.
Up dog and dog dog.
Are you cooking?
Wait, I can take control of enemies?
Yo.
If the Grimoire is to be
Do we
believed.
want to go to night 3?
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome.
I mean,
It's
we're
3
already
in the
at,
morning.
like, way over
Go to sleep.
quota.
Go to sleep.
Oh
Wanna
yeah.
do side quests though?
I mean, probably.
Where am I? Oh, I'm downstairs. Okay.
B, hey, what's up?
If it will let us.
Dog.
What can we sell? Oh, she doesn't like that.
We tickled her.
Drink Hannah.
Up, dog.
Just right click. I think it'll.
Completed. Daddy, do you want to get another one of the wands? We have enough now.
Yeah.
You have. Pick your poison.
Astral wand? Did I do grotesque or astral? I wonder if grotesque will let us sneeze.
Maybe?
Oh yeah, huh?
A twist of foul whimsy.
Come here, Froggy. Can I sell you?
Achoo! Yeah!
All right. We're gonna be sneezing on everybody.
find one more
Ew.
Can't wait to sneeze on these
Look.
pigs.
Ew. That's gross. You put boogers everywhere.
Owie. What else can we sell? The way you hold the food is crazy.
You just shove it in your mouth.
One a penny, two a penny. Is Star looking for more things to sell?
I think so. What's up, steak fan? How you doing?
Oh,
Arrow.
I don't think she wants this. Want this?
Yeah.
Sell this to you? You like this instrument, ma'am?
Well, yeah. Star can't find anything else to sell.
I can play 3 notes at once. Alert!
Got you!
Alert!
Fish yuck.
Alert!
Ew! Ew!
Ew. Why is
Piss
that
yuck!
fish? Hell yeah!
What is that?
Yeah.
You've got to be kidding
I'm
me.
pissing.
How do I get off it?
Is Nikki here?
Guys?
That seems like right up his alley.
Nikki, did you see
Yeah,
me
I'm
piss?
Stuck. Stuck. Okay.
Marquis said LOL, that's why. Well, all we need this for is sneezing. Achoo.
Arrow.
Boogers.
Ew. Uh-oh. Arrow. Alright, we ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Playing a song for you.
There aren't enough notes. I can't hear. Usually I learn by hearing, so it's like if I can remember the notes to something, but I don't hear enough notes for me to like know what kind of song I could play.
Yeah, it's like one.
Uh-oh. It's stuck. There we go. I can't get it out of my mouth. Okay, there we go.
Oh my god, happy birthday to your brother.
Hey, happy birthday to your brother.
Oh, I didn't mean to sneeze on that.
Or did you?
I said, let's break this shit. Put boogers on them.
That's what I'm talking about. Disregard the establishment.
Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa, what was that?
Am I dead?
No?
I'm not dead.
What was that?
Something just came and zapped me.
I saw that. The big ol' eyeball. Dragon bone, ooh.
Gold.
I love
yeah.
gold.
Arrow.
Pissing into
Uh-oh, Mom found the piss drawer.
Arrow. Burn it.
Achoo! Achoo! No! No!
Arrow.
Yeah, you did it.
Tempest. Holy fuck. What is that?
That happened to Zaddy too. She got zapped. That thing's a
Didn't hurt.
This time.
big butthole. Don't challenge it now.
Did you just go to Narnia?
Ah. It's a great time.
I'm gonna piss on this painting. Piss ya.
Well, that's fucking rude.
I was trying to see if I could like push it down the stairs.
Are you pissing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
I sounded like Beaver there. That's that. That was bad. That was bad.
You pissing?
Yeah, you are. I spent too much time with Beaver. Oh no. Oh no.
Echo me.
You should hear us when we're playing Schedule 1. It's fucking hilarious. Arrow.
Shrink
He's
Anna.
back. Ha ha.
Now drop him. Oh, never mind.
Arrow.
Ow!
Oh.
Poof me. I'm just a mattress.
Ah! I am just trying.
Load
to...
Oculus.
Sure.
Oh, what? Echo me.
You're trying, Chili. Arrow.
Echo me. Damn it.
Fuck you, Merlin. Why are you pushing me out? Abuse?
Who's pushing you out?
Who's abusing me? You are. You were pushing me out the door.
I didn't do anything.
Arrow. Arrow.
Ow.
Oh. I'm abusing you now.
Drink Anna. Drink water? Only if you do exclamation mark hydrate.
Found the end. I found the end slasher.
Is that the extraction? If you do exclamation mark hydrate, I will drink water. Whoa. What? I just teleported to you. Wait, no I didn't. That was weird.
What?
I accidentally triggered a spell and I like warped up the stairs.
There's an orb here. What does
What's
it
that
do?
winging? Under the orb.
Oh.
Nope. Oh, is she dead?
Is that? Yeah.
All right, let's extract.
I just looked over it. Yeah. Come get my wand.
Uh-oh.
I think we can get it back. I think we can get it back. I think it goes to a lost and
I hope so.
it goes to a lost and found. I think we can get it.
I was pissing on stuff and I got murdered.
You know,
Well,
that's
maybe
fair.
that'll teach you not to sneeze on things or piss on things.
So she was peeing.
So she was peeing. Whoa.
Oh, hello, God.
Hi, friend.
I think we crushed it.
Hello.
How do we do?
Are we good, little ones?
Echo me.
Arrow. Are we good?
Drink Anna.
Are you happy?
1800. Basement key. We can go to the basement.
Night chilling. Daddy.
Wand of fire.
Daddy. Daddy.
Bottled fairy. Does the bottled fairy bring us back to life?
I don't know. Daddy.
Like Zelda?
Stuff down.
Daddy.
There's so much stuff
Daddy.
in the basement. What?
Daddy. Here.
There's so
Here.
much stuff down here.
I have your wand.
Echo me.
Right here.
Thanks. We got
Oh, look, a
all
portal.
those potions. We got empty bottles.
We got another study potions.
What can I do with this?
Health
Fresh
boost,
water
I feel like
pearl.
we should take these.
Phoenix feather.
I
Moonlight
deserve a new
sea.
wand. Fuck all of you.
Moonlight sea. Okay, so
I
grab.
want a new freaking wand. Everybody else has a new wand. I want a new wand.
Yeah, go get one. We got like 50 gold.
Alright, let's see. Hey, John, how's it going?
Guys, drink a health boost potion. Makes your health go up. Permanently.
Okay, I dropped a frog in.
Ooh, are we making?
Oh, this is a ladle. It's going. I'm glad to hear that, man.
You can make a.
You having a good evening? Health boost potion. Okay, we have 2 health boost potions.
Dragon.
Glowing mushroom.
What's a nerdy potion?
So, potion and then some pearl. I mean, mushroom and then pearls. I had some. I don't know where they went.
Frog? This frog is so jacked.
I tried putting the frog in and nothing happened. All right, begin brewing. Double boiled in trouble.
Excuse
Cauldron
me,
bubble
bitch.
and something. Nasty potion. What? I did exactly what the thing. Oh, we need 2 roses. Whoops.
Let's fill it with nasty potion.
Excuse me, Matthew. I will lay your ass out when I work on Friday.
Waiting on your California
Anyway.
burrito. Ooh, man. Need a good California burrito.
Slacker.
What?
Igneous tongue.
You gonna burn me?
What if I
Maybe.
keep me in the
Ah.
pot?
Are you breathing for? Oh, I see.
Yes.
I was like,
And Zaddy's peeing.
yeah, right in there.
Yeah,
That's the secret sauce right there.
don't brew it yet.
Igneous legs. I can run fire.
Oh my god.
That'll probably attack monsters. Don't burn the basement.
Okay, begin brewing. Oh, the frog does not like being in there.
Oh, the frog does it. But to answer your question, this is called Yappy Yappy. It's basically you're
No, it's
a
just
weird
called
little wizard. Oh, Yap Yap. What happened, Bert? Close enough. Stop.
Yappy, yappy.
Oh man. Let me see what nasty potion does.
Are you following the recipe?
No. What does nasty potion do? Oh, gets you high. Oh, okay.
Oh, sick.
We're gonna have a real fun night.
I wonder what dirty potion does.
Wait, can I clean out the spider webs?
I want to test out my new wand.
Oh, I broke the
Uh-oh.
broom.
Did you bully Zaddy?
No. No, you sound different though.
Why
Squeaky?
does
Wait, hold on one second.
you
Shrink
didn't
Anna.
post tonight? It was Connor's list.
Now talk. Oh, it's the same. I thought I
Going
would.
on downstairs.
That my burritos up there aren't as good as San Diego. Nah, you're right, man.
What the fuck is going on?
100%.
down here?
Burritos here, they're pretty good. You know, they're still made
Guys, everybody drink
authentically.
one of those.
But nah, San Diego burritos knock it out of the park. I miss it so much.
I guess we should drink these too.
When we get to the mission,
I'm just gonna. Yep.
okay, now boil me.
I think it might be a permanent upgrade.
Is
Anyway,
it?
By the way,
Yeah, because I drank it before and I have 110.
Oh,
yeah. Let's go.
Sorry, you
Go,
dropped your
House.
wand of fire over here.
Oh shit! I dropped the wrong one. Fuck.
there we go. Now I got
My
health and stamina.
wand.
Come get
I
it.
dropped the wrong one. I dropped the wrong one. I dropped the wrong one. Where is it? There it is. Okay, let's
Brew
go.
me.
I was like confused
Okay.
why my wand wasn't glowing.
Wait, I want to see what this portal does. Oh, it just takes you outside. Okay.
Oh.
That portal over there.
Yeah.
Did you go
We-
through it?
Yep. It
Did
takes
you
you to
buy
the basement.
astral wand?
Oh. well,
We
that's
did not
lame.
try the astral one. I thought that's the one you bought.
No, I bought the grotesque wand.
Here, I'll buy it.
Oh.
We have to sneeze still, because if we don't, I want to switch wands. Explode slimes with piss.
Swap. Oh, I can swap
What the
places.
fuck?
Piss.
What the fuck?
Astralize.
Hey, I was reading.
Yes, I'm keeping my piss wand.
I can see everyone's chakra.
What does it say?
Mangekyo Sharingan.
Alright.
Blink.
Alright.
Oh, that's just
Can
a
I get
teleport.
second grotesque wand?
Swap. I'm unstoppable. Echo me.
All I have is piss.
Float Oculus Astralize. Astralize. Oh, I can't do 2 spells at once. Yep, this probably looks more like Byakugan, if anything.
Not yet.
Let's teleport.
Hello, Noah. How you doing? Wonder if I can swap a monster. Dragon's Mange.
Oh.
Blink.
Igneous tongue.
Invisible? Will you tell
Astralize. That hurts, by the way. Oh, I can just see things that are breakable and stealable. Neat. Swap. Oh, okay. Okay, you can swap with items.
Igneous legs.
I wasn't familiar with your game.
What's that? What's that?
Can you help with that?
Shit.
Yeah, I can't lift it. It's too heavy.
What is that thing right there?
That's part of. Ouch. That's
Well, I broke the thing.
it's from Star's thingy. Her legs. Blink.
Igneous tongue.
Swap. Trincana. Damn it.
Yes. What?
Be a star.
Trincana.
What?
Astralize.
Whoa.
There's nothing breakable in here.
Gems. Get those gems.
Oh, hey. You're welcome for shrinking you then.
Slacker, I need you to shrink me again.
You gotta wait 30 seconds.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Swap.
Oh. How are we
Blink.
supposed to get back?
Like that. See, I'm a master wizard.
Okay. That's the
Astralize.
thing.
How do we drop the rose? Okay.
Igneous tongue. Ah. Yeah.
Feel bad for needing to break such a pretty tea set.
It's you.
What's up, Erica? How you doing? Wait, are you filling them up?
Yeah, he told me to.
Wait, really?
Yeah, one of the quests was to fill things with piss.
That's fantastic. Wait, what are my quests?
I'm just a chaos demon in this game.
Wait, how do you see your quests?
It
Oh,
was
there's a third
before we
person.
left. Oh, what was that?
Swap. Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
I feel like there's something going.
Oh, it's G.
Piss on it.
Explode slimes with piss. Ah, what the fuck?
Blacker?
What just
You
happened?
die? Oh, I didn't get out of here.
Grab my. What the
Don't
hell
go into
happened?
lost and found. That's a really good
What
question.
do I do?
Oh, you're dead too, Star.
Yeah, I was you know,
Uh-huh.
setting stuff upon fire and I exploded myself.
Oh, good job. I don't know how I just died. I just dropped dead. Tell her to extract. Zaddy, if you can hear me, extract.
She cannot.
No, in the drawer.
Remember the time I said your car? No, I can't say that I do.
You're both dead. Where do I go?
Oh, right, she doesn't know. She's never extracted. She doesn't know how to find it.
Do I go back to where we started, or I have to
Upstairs.
find the room? Fine, well, here's that I haven't gone up yet. Got a real job to do.
Wait, can you... Oh, I want to see if she could fill the teacup with piss.
Fancy book.
Hold on, I have a possible better idea of how to do this.
Wait, is she still alive? Are you alive?
Me?
I just saw my body walking around. What the heck?
That's weird.
Piss on him. Piss on him.
Arrow.
Zaddy, there's gonna be
Tempest.
a bunch of stairs that you're gonna have to find. You have at the moment
Oh,
7
the orb that I
minutes
have
and
to fire?
30
Okay,
seconds.
Tempest. No! No! Arrow. Tempest.
Run, girl.
Oh my
And she
god.
did.
I got.
Ah.
She got.
So
We'll get
I
our wands back. We
want to
should.
know what the hell killed me.
God damn it! I.
Oof. 2
All right.
minutes remaining. That is a-okay. We got this. So our wands should all be over here, hopefully. Yeah, in the lost and found.
Mine's not.
How? Mine is. Hi, new one.
This gold.
What is that one?
Wand of Minor Arcanes. Ooh, I want that.
Get
Resolve.
that.
As you should.
Teleport Anna.
Ah,
Okay, cool. Lux
Whoa.
Anna. Oh, a little bat friend that
I'm
gives
gonna
me
need
light.
Something else that's
Oh,
not piss.
cute.
Grab Anna.
Can I buy this as a wand, guys?
Okay. Very nice. I just slammed Zaddy into me.
You can get the fire wand if you want, or you can get the wand of ash.
Grab Anna.
What's
Yeah, that's got a range.
Well, the fire wand is the one that I have.
Teleport
that
Anna.
Igneous leg. You go.
Teleports you straight up.
Are you
Grab
really
Anna.
highlighting? Come here.
Penis.
Grab Anna.
Oh, bye, frog.
He just got yeeted. What the hell?
I got to tell me. No, don't leave. Don't leave.
Grab Anna. Grab Anna.
Igneous tongue. Ah.
Grab Anna.
Buzzard.
Lux. Luxana. Is that a wand? Yes, this is a wand. Oh, it just makes him brighter, huh? Luxana. Teleport Anna. Okay, alright. Grab Anna. Oh, I can't grab the wands.
Now I have a mouthful of cat hair.
Oh, she said don't touch. Okay, alright, got ya. Grab Anna.
Alright. Whenever we're ready.
Yeah, she don't like it.
Blink,
We ready.
blink.
Play Geometry Dash or no? No, I do not play Geometry Dash.
You got the fire wand.
All that purple was burning my retinas.
SARS call.
Okay. Guys,
Okay.
try not to die this time.
Try. Do or do not. There is no try. Grab Anna. Oh, baby.
Yuck.
Lux Anna. A little flashlight.
Boom.
Wait. Does she have the piss wand still?
Igneous tongue. Ah.
Grab Anna.
No.
Ooh. Teleport Anna.
Oh, igneous tongue. Ah.
Cool, it just teleports me straight up, huh?
Igneous boom.
Grab Anna. Oh, bitch. Teleport Anna.
Boom. My ass.
Hello, eyeball. Grab Anna.
Igneous leg.
Am I still? Oh, 30 health. I am boned.
Igneous of boom. Be careful. I don't know where I said that.
Grab Anna. Grab Anna. Okay, that's not breakable. Grab Anna.
Don't feel like
Oh,
shit.
yeah,
Don't
this-
tell me I killed you.
This is
Oh
just
my God,
the
you little bastard.
grab Anna. What? What did I do?
Thought I killed you.
Oh no, I teleported away because I was getting chased by the sword guy.
I thought I killed you. I got scared.
Sorry. Lux Anna. Grab Anna.
Oh wait, what is this? Cooldown reduction?
Firmly grasp it!
Hi, Bella.
Ah.
Teleport Anna. Oh, that didn't do anything, but I am on the roof now. Which is nice. Grab Anna. How you doing, Bella? Grab Anna.
Oh, hell no. I ain't no part of this witchy ass room. This is where you died.
This already broken? I think it's already broken. Teleport Anna. Teleport Anna. Okay, don't do that.
Igneous tongue.
That does not teleport you all the way straight up. No, I mean, oh shit. Gotta be careful with what I say. Well, I'm kind of boned here. Well, only one thing to do. Teleport Anna. Oh. Well, I'm dead. Thought I could cheese it. I could not cheese it.
Igneous tongue.
Piss yuck.
You know what? I think I would just explode too if someone did that to me. So I don't blame the gelatinous cube for doing that. What you mean?
Igneous tongue.
Oh, you can break the pictures. Okay. Who playing? We
Igneous
playing with
tongue.
Star and Zaddy. We are playing a game called Yap Yap, in which we
Igneous
need to
tongue.
break things and also like make money. And the reason why I added a question mark to the end of that is because I'm still not 100% sure. It seems like breaking things is what the game wants us to do. What's up, Jax? How you doing? I am indeed a fox. How are you? It looks like a cute game. So far, we have been chased by some pretty grotesque things, though. We're past quota, so I think we can just extract if we want to. I am doing good I am doing good as well. Thank you.
Nice.
Missed some
Igneous
words
tongue.
there. Yeah, I'm also tired.
Igneous tongue. Ah.
I'm kind of hopeful because my sleep doctor that I signed up for
do
said that
it.
there's a possibility I can
Igneous
get an
boom.
appointment tomorrow instead of the 14th. But,
Igneous tongue.
you know,
Ah.
we'll see.
I died.
Why does a chicken coop have 2 doors? Because if it had 4, it would be a chicken sedan.
Ah, I died.
I get it. That's a good one. Good one. I like that. You get
Daddy's about to
props,
find my
my
dead
friend.
body.
Wow, thank you for all the likes. My goodness.
Star?
What did...
Did you just burn
Did you
yourself
die?
to death?
Oh, Star.
Yeah.
I ended up
Oh,
teleporting
okay,
myself
wait,
all the
so
way
do
to
I
the
have to
top
take
of
your
the
water?
tower and then died from fall damage.
Stoppable now.
What does that emote say, Bella? Does that say deported?
Is
I
Slacker
can't
dead?
see it.
so. I think so. I think it does say deported.
Who are you deporting, Bella?
Wait, are you dead?
Swap.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
That's
shit,
how
yeah,
we're
you can hear
talking.
me. Fuck.
Yeah, like I said, I teleported myself straight up to the top of a tower and then died to fall damage.
Legs?
Run, girl.
Gold. Okay. Okay, now I gotta figure out how to get to the...
I think if she uses Astralize, I think she can see extraction. I think.
I don't know how to spell it. You spell it. You type it.
Astral eyes. You know how to spell
Go
eyes,
upstairs.
right?
Sometimes. Depending on the day. Didn't you miss me, Slacker?
I feel that. Girl, you gotta get out of
You need
there.
to get the fuck out. Go up those stairs. It's honestly probably where you gotta go.
This is
No,
like
there's a
watching one
crystal.
of those videos where there's a GoPro on a cat. He keeps getting distracted with little things to break.
Peace, boom.
She better be careful using the igneous boom. That's how I keep dying.
Should I teleport, guys?
I mean, sure.
Try it.
Welcome back from the ad break. If you hate
I don't
ads,
know where the
consider
tower
a
is.
sub or using your Twitch Prime.
Neither do we. Where the fuck did you go?
I
it's
have
not
no
good.
idea.
Uh-oh.
What's up, Zero? Thank you. Thank you for the well wishes.
You can hope.
Picked this.
Oh,
I would say probably. Whoa.
he's boned.
Fucked. I mean, we're over quota, so I mean, that's something.
He's just enjoying breaking shit.
We got 2 minutes. We ain't gonna make it.
We should hopefully have enough points that if we don't make it to extraction, it won't subtract too much.
Right? And I think if we do die and we still do have enough, I believe we can sleep and skip to the 3rd night and not have to worry about coming back to this hellhole.
Okay.
Because this one also might be my last one because I do have to be up at 6:30 in the morning.
Oh, joy.
Yeah. The gremlin in school.
But I need to water.
Don't stress, Dad. Don't stress, Daddy. Don't stress.
The framing of
Stress is
stars can't
bad.
make her background say at Eep. Are you at Eep Star?
Oh, it's this.
Oh, I
It's a
can't see
Nintendo
anything.
Controller. It says eat, sleep, and then underneath down here it says repeat, and it's a Super Nintendo controller.
Oh.
Yeah, I got it for $2.
Power, how do I get over there?
You don't.
Just keep going.
gonna make
Just
it in
keep
30 seconds.
going. Just nope. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Keep going.
Don't do it. Don't jump. Go that way. Went through the wrong door.
It's like
How
trying to
do I
control a
get out of
robot through
here?
vibes.
It's the ghost
The
approaches.
ghost
Uh-oh.
Up,
approaches.
up, Zaddy, up.
Fuck.
Uh-oh.
No, it's not up. I think she had to go through that other door.
What other door? Oh,
She's dead.
Yep.
Hey.
I just
well.
knocked
Wait a minute. We didn't.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Damn. We'll have to do one more.
Curse it all. No, Zaddy, it's
Well-
okay.
All of our wands are over here.
I'll take the gross one if you want the astral one.
Whoa.
Gotta piss in 4 more containers.
Fish yuck. What's the? Huh? What did that
It
do?
wants you to keep the piss in them because all the ones I broke didn't count.
Ah, okay.
So if you fill them with piss, you have to keep them intact.
Okay, got it. Fish yuck. What's that doing?
Last one.
Is that a transformation spell? Fish yuck. Oh, it is a
No.
transformation.
Oh, whoa, yeah, but if you do it when it's not pointed at something, it just spawns like 3 fish.
Piss yuck.
Don't piss on me! No!
Stop that.
You said watch out.
Achoo.
That tickles.
Wand of telekinesis.
Such disrespect.
Blessed wand.
29 gold.
Oh my god, of course.
Watch out.
He's not too happy.
Careful.
Can I sell this?
What are we selling? Stop staring at you with those big ol' eyes. Piss yuck. Mom, I
love
peed the
how
bed
I
again.
just walked past Slacker peeing in a bucket.
What you gotta do in this game?
Hey, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Wand of
Fish yuck.
telekinesis or the wand of blessing?
So I can't get on. What do you mean? I turned her into a fish.
Okay, anyway, as I was, should I do the wand of telekinesis or the wand of blessing?
Do the blessing one. I want to
What the hell?
A healing
Okay.
Achoo.
Corpus aname?
Achoo. Achoo.
Anama?
Achoo. Achoo.
Corpus anama?
Is that
Okay.
healing?
Vox Vita? Las Fica? Oh,
Oh, a bat.
Maybe that's a healing wand.
I don't know. Astoda? Astoda? Here, Latin man.
Corpus anima. That's a revive. It's a revive.
Inanimate objects to life now.
Okay.
Custodia. That means watch.
Igneous tongue.
Corpus anima. Yeah, no, it's for dead bodies. That means body life. Which
Igneous-
that
Boom.
doesn't make sense. Fish yuck.
I'm not gonna touch the
Ow.
Oh damn it! You see, what do you made me do? Lux Vita.
Oh my god, that was funny as fuck.
A flop account? What does flop account mean? Also, hello, Love House. How are you?
That was absolutely
Storia.
hilarious.
Quis custodiae custodians. Do you see anything, Star?
Huh?
When I do that?
Not really. Hold on, I'm just trying to see to make sure that this clip did what it's supposed to. I just see like weird shit. Yes, it did clip it of me writing you. Yes, it did do it. Yay, good Siri bot. You clipped that shit. Anyway. Hi.
Here we go.
Igneous tongue.
Oh,
Ah, oh shit! Igneous boom! Igneous boom! Boom, boom,
Fish
boom!
yuck. Well, thanks a lot. You almost got me knocked out of the portal.
I did knock us all out.
kick me out of the portal.
I'm gonna end up in like France or something because of that. This loading's
I think I
taking a
broke it.
while. There we go. Emerald
Okay, I didn't break
Bastion.
us. Final night, excuse me? Oh
Lux
yeah.
Vita.
Igneous tongue. Oh, sorry, Daddy.
We'll have to see if I can bring any of them to life. Piss yuck. Don't break these.
I won't.
Piss yuck.
I didn't realize that it puts the wand like at pissin level.
Igneous tongue.
Pissin level, huh? Piss yuck.
Star, don't destroy this time.
Okay.
We have to keep
Yeah, you
the
can't
pea
fill those
intact.
up.
Okay.
Leave the pea intact, yeah.
Igneous tongue. Igneous tongue.
Custodia. Still don't know what that does. Custodia. Do you see anything, Zaddy?
Protection.
igneous tongue.
Protection for 2 seconds.
Where the fuck do we go?
Oh, there's
Not that I
stairs over there.
Oops, wrong way. Right, I forgot that meant protector.
Igneous poop. Oh, igneous boom. Oops. I'm just gonna, yep.
Piss
Ooh,
yuck.
Igneous,
Oh, you can't fill the teacup. Okay, well,
igneous.
that satisfies my curiosity.
Oh,
All of my damage is from Star's tongue.
Lux Vita. Are you healing?
Igneous boom.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Igneous
good.
tongue.
Wow, thanks.
You got it.
Rexy, thank you.
Rexy's here. Hi, Rexy.
Love you. Oh fuck,
Achoo.
I fell.
Achoo. Achoo. Piss yuck.
Blacker, if you see any of those,
I will in a second. Hold on. Community hydrate, you bitches.
Fish yuck. 100. Ooh, yeah, that does a lot.
We
I did
needed
not say achoo.
arrow.
All right, there we go. What's in here? Anything good?
I can turn expensive things into fish.
Fish.
That's it. That's all I can do.
Can anybody shrink me?
Lux Vita. No, we need the astral one for that.
Oh, wait. I have that one. Hold on. Which one? Which spell is it? Blink? Oh, oh fuck.
Piss yuck.
Blink.
Igneous tongue.
Oh shit. I can't see you. Where are you?
I'm coming up the stairs.
Is he still, is he coming?
I
Oh
don't
no, he's
know.
gone.
I
He's gone.
ran.
Fish yuck. Did he
Some
hit
of
you?
those Books. No, I'm good.
Oh god. Okay. Goblin man was coming. Piss yuck.
Turn him into a fish.
I unfortunately don't have that spell anymore.
Damn.
Wait, let me fill that up. Piss yuck. Okay, there we go. It's filled.
Anti-gravity.
Igneous tongue.
Oh, shit. Fish yuck. Yeah, get lost, loser. He's a fish now.
My God.
Ooh, Slacker, fill this up with piss.
Piss yuck.
Oh, he's back.
Yay.
Yay!
I
Tempest.
can turn the statue into a fish if you give me a second.
Arrow. Arrow. Tempest.
Piss yuck.
Arrow. 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 Tempest. Astralize.
Can you see the extraction? Oh, hello, guy. Fish yuck. Alright, we gotta find extraction. At least start looking for it.
Holy, absolutely the fuck no.
Hello, Star.
Oh my God! There's a spider.
Lux
There's a
Vita.
spider. There's a 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 spider.
Where?
Upstairs.
Turn him into a fish.
Come over here. Where is he? I think he went all the way. Oh my God! There he is. There he is. Holy fuck.
Fish yuck.
Holy fuck. Igneous fire tongue. Igneous tongue. Ah, igneous tongue. Ah,
Custodia. I can heal you.
He ran away. Igneous fire.
Yeah.
Igneous fire? The fuck? Igneous tongue. Igneous who?
Aww.
Watch out. Get out of the way. Get out. No, don't go that way. Don't go that way. Igneous tongue.
Lux Vita. Hey. Wait, what the fuck?
He's a piss.
Achoo. Achoo.
Igneous boo.
Achoo. Achoo.
Igneous boo.
Lux
Igneous
Vita.
tongue. Igneous tongue.
Piss yuck.
Igneous tongue.
Watch out, the spider's back. Am I summoning the great? Yes. That is exactly what I'm doing. What's up, Bacon? How you doing? Lux Vita. How much does that heal? Oh, quite a fair amount.
Igneous tongue. Oh my God, the spider. Holy fuck, holy fuck, holy fuck, holy
Fish
fuck,
yuck.
holy fuck, holy fuck, holy fuck. Thank you.
There we go. Dropped him off the edge.
Good. Igneous.
someone else's problem now.
Igneous tongue. Yes. Hello.
Oh my god, piss yuck.
Igneous
Oh, that's as
tongue.
full as I can make it? Damn. Piss yuck.
Hello. Can I run this? Igneous tongue.
He is stuck.
Ooh. Drug potion?
Yeah, those pearls make the health boost.
How the fuck do we get out of here?
You have to keep going up somehow.
Have we been here?
I think so.
How the fuck do we get out of here?
That is a fantabulous question.
Igneous boom. Igneous tongue. I killed him.
Hey, let's go.
No.
We've only got 2 minutes though. Lux Vita.
Igneous tongue.
Can't get to her.
Well, maybe
Dang
not.
it.
There we go.
Fish yuck. Really? Fish yuck. Get off my castle. Shit. We got star.
Hey. What? Igneous tongue.
Achoo, 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 achoo.
Igneous boom.
Lux Vita.
Watch the boom behind you.
Oh,
Igneous tongue. I got
yeah,
it.
get wrecked, loser.
What does this one take us?
I think we
That's
already
the
were
west
in it.
one, too.
Yo, what's up, Ducky? How you doing? We're playing Yap Yap.
And how the fuck do we get out of here?
That is a good question.
I found the ore.
You did? Where? Where are you?
I see it through. I don't know where the frick I
Yeah, she has the astral
Are
eyes
you
thing.
upstairs?
Watching from your school
Daddy?
laptop. Well, don't get in trouble now.
Daddy? Daddy?
Zaddy.
Where are you? Hello?
Apparently, Zaddy translated
I'm
as
trying to
ZD.
listen to where you are.
Oh, keep going up.
Hey.
Wait, hold on. Astral eyes.
Oh, we're boned.
I was about to say, we just went that way.
It's up in to the left.
So we keep going up?
Hello, Jared. How are you?
Hi, Jared. The little bitch. Okay.
Astral eyes. It's like this way. No. It's like right under me right now.
Okay, Lux Vita. Oh. Well, that's that.
kidnapped.
We're doing all right, Jared. Thanks for asking.
I don't know how you just saved me, but no, you didn't.
Yep, we're dead.
That's okay, Ducky. Don't worry about it. You do it when you want to do it.
See. I think we made it. We did.
Yep,
Let's
that's
fucking
quota.
go. Alright. That makes me so happy.
Yeah, at least we still did it.
And on that note, I am ready for bed. After this shenanigans.
Oh, wow.
So when we play next, we're gonna basically get our asses handed to us. Got it.
Yeah.
Look at all. Oh, my wand's gone.
Any new
What is
wands?
this? A
Blessed.
mystery egg.
Grotesque. Nope, no new wands.
My wand's gone. I'm gonna get this one.
Beyond thy reach.
That one's fun.
Luxana. Yeah.
Lux Vita.
Take off paintings. Okay.
Now fight.
Gravana.
Monster. How do we kill
Ah.
the monster?
If I had my fire wand, I could do it. No problem.
Take off paintings. Easy. Remove guard helmets.
Alright, with
Probably
that
not
being
so
said,
easy.
Star
Oh, you
is
know
going to
what?
bed.
If
Stodia.
we piss
All right,
on
Star.
on the cube monsters.
Thank you for playing, though.
Absolutely. We're definitely going to have to play this again because this is fucking fun.
Yeah, this is fun.
This is fun.
Ugh. Okay, I will talk to you guys again soon.
All right.
AKA
Bye-bye.
Probably tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks for playing.
Of
Bye-bye.
course, have fun. I'll still be lurking.
Okie dokie.
Did we do?
All right. Do we want to try it just us two, or do we want to also call it, or not like,
I
you know,
don't
end stream, but like move on to something else?
Yeah, I feel like two of us doing. Oh no, what did I do? Sorry, I've been casting spells while I'm talking, I guess.
The
I
dangers
feel
of
like
being a
if we-
wizard.
Oh my gosh, okay. No, I don't know if I'm going back. We could play something else, or I might just call it.
That's totally fine too. Also, I can switch over to something else.
Okay. Yeah, I don't wanna die in this game with Star not here.
Yeah, no. We don't want to ruin it
And
for
it'll
her.
let us
We are under
save
attack.
So we can play again.
Welcome
Okie
to
dokie.
the gaming couch, all 4-star Princess 225 viewers.
Hello,
We're
Star.
so happy to have you.
Hello, Star and Star viewers. How are you guys doing? All right. Well, thank
Oh,
you,
wait.
Zaddy.
Wait,
What?
yeah. How do
Huh?
I do I just exit? Give it a
Yeah.
save?
Wait, who's hosting? You are.
It's me. Okay. Hi. I'll
Okay.
see it at-
Bye. Okay. Well, that was a lot of fun. That game is one that we should definitely bring our other friends in. 'Cause that's a crazy game. But I'm going to switch over to something else. Give me like 10 or so minutes. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. That was so much fun. Thanks for recommending that, Star. So I'm going to BRB. I'm going to switch games. And then we'll continue from there. So go get up, go stretch, go take a walk, go get some water, and then we'll meet back here, okay? All right.
Welcome to the gaming couch, all 4 Sarsity viewers. We're so happy to have you.
Okay, I am back. I am back. I am back. Thank you for hanging out. All right. Thank you for your patience, everybody. We're going to play some Hytale. For the next probably hour or so. Thank you, Ducky. Appreciate it. Love the positivity, bud. Okay. Good? I think we good. Oh, you're here in the game twice. Okay. There we go. I think I fixed that. Yep. Okay. So, last time on Dragon Ball Z, I think we had just finished the house, and now we are furnishing it. Though one thing I think I may have failed to do is the kitchen. Every good house needs a kitchen, you know? Oh, no, I remember what we were doing. We were doing farming. Yeah, we were farming. Because I had just discovered farming. And then I made myself a well. Cool. Because the sheep, I figured out how to tame sheep. Are you guys hungry, by the way? Alright, so we're gonna go tame ourselves a couple of sheep. Is the game sound alright, everybody? It looks like it might be a little low. Let me fix that. That sound a little better? There's the bridge in which those poor ducks drowned. Or ducks, chickens. So wherever we go and get ducks, or why do I keep saying ducks? Wherever we go to get sheep, we're gonna have to make them cross that bridge. We can see the bridge on the map. Hello, turkey. Look at the little mouse. Oh my gosh. Can I tame mice? Lookie's so cute. Hi, mouse. So adorable. Got the day off school? Hell yeah. It's always a good day when you are freed from your obligations, am I right? I know I love it when I don't have to be an adult. Alright. We're out on the open plains now. There's bound to be some sheepies out here. Yeah, sheepy, 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 sheepies. Sheepies. What do you want? You want... Oh, you want lettuce too. I might tame a couple of cows. Where are the sheep? Hold up? Alright, I'm holding up. What am I holding up for? Ooh, what are you guys? Oh boy, am I about to get my butt handed to me? Okay, that is a... Yep. That seems to be a summoner of some sort. We are GTFOing. Okay, nope. He is ranged. He has magic. Hello, Merlin. How you doing? Yeah, we're playing some Hytale. You excited for some Hytale? Wait, is this that forgotten temple thing? I'm like locked out of a lot of progress because I haven't gone to a certain temple or something like that. Super excited? Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Well, how are you doing, Merlin? Okay. I'll deal with that guy later. Happy you caught the stream. I'm happy you caught the stream too. I'm doing a-okay. Thank you for asking. Pumpkin pie, meat pie, apple pie. Ain't got nothing for me. Oh, excuse me. You have unlocked the memories feature. Void's curse keeps Orbis locked away, but there may be a way to break it. A deity rests within the heart of Orbis. Seek out memories of Orbis's myriad creatures and record them here to restore her will. Your inventory can now store a limited number of memories under a special section. Return them to Heart of Orbis to unlock a variety of rewards. Okay. You can't follow someone because Twitch hates you. Oh. You're gonna stop streaming till they take Roblox off? Interesting. You boycotting Roblox? Okay, so now when I run around, should be able to collect memories. And then we bring them back here for things. I'll be able to unlock new, like, furniture and stuff like that. Three decorative chests, eternal seeds. Okay, interesting. Anything, any way to get those last couple of memories now? Because it looks like I only need a few more to get that first reward. Oh, yikes. So I see where you're coming from then. You've been craving a donut for the past 3 weeks and finally you had one? Oh my goodness. What kind of donut was it? But that's a good a reason as any to boycott it then, Duck. I didn't know that they were enforcing ID law or ID things like that. Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I mean, people keep telling these like app creators and whatnot to stop with these foolish ID laws or like verification things because it's only going to lead to disaster. But you know them, they love their delicious data. There's no other reason why they would do this other than being able to snoop in on everything you own for literally no reason other than be a nosy POS. I mean, you know, there was proof that Meta was spying on people through the glasses, so it's like I'm now wary of every piece of technology. Oh, and also like there was this thing I saw online where like Lexus now is putting cameras in the dashboard. It's like what do you need that for other than to just be a snoopy nosy POS? No, I didn't know about that. I don't play Roblox, so I didn't know about any of that. It was a normal chocolate donut. As good a donut as any. My favorite are the maple bars. I love maple bar donuts. Okay, well I think that's it. Where do I get my reward from? Oh well. Yeah, Lexus, a car company. I mean, Lexus is Toyota, so it's just a matter of time before Toyota's doing it. What's up, boy? No bear, go away. That the fact that it's linked to disappearances, I'm not surprised in the slightest. That's quite disgusting. Well, I was going to play Roblox with followers, but I don't think I can in all good consciousness do that. I think VR chat wanted to do that too. No, I am not. I am not. I know, Merlin. I mean, it sucks to hear, but honestly, it's better not to support something like that, you know? Be like in the troll encampment. This feels like a trap. A chork. Korakbo. Okay, you are fast. Oh, Jesus. Well, don't just stand there. Help me. Ouch. What happened? Well, apparently they're... Okay, I'm dead. Oh, no, you're dead. Apparently their ID verification stuff has been causing some problems. Really bad problems. What did I just pick up? VR chat was trying to do some of that crap too, where they were doing they wanted to do age verification with like ID stuff, but it turns out that the company that they wanted to do the ID verification through was contracted out through Palantir. So it's just like, yeah, I really don't think you should oh, come on, dude. All right, sheep, you're gonna have to find your own way home. Bye. Are we devolving as a species? We're long past that, my friend. We are at the point of great societal collapse. And the thing that is really irritating is that people will just say that you're being dramatic for saying things like that when you're quite literally witnessing with your own eyes, oops, what's going on. Yeah, let's see if my sheep survived. Throw it all out and start all over. Exactly. Throw the whole thing out. Yeah, I think that sheep might be no longer around. Poor little baby sheep. Oh, there you are. You did make it. All right, come on. Yeah, without you know, getting too dark. Just it's what happens when there becomes an overabundance of anything. We end up becoming hoarders, and we become enablers of extreme hoarding through our economic systems. People who have everything in the world but want more, you know. And it's sad. It's a disease. Really, it's just it's a straight up disease. Have everything in the world but want more. How do I make mud? I'll have to try it with the shovel. Alright, this, just follow the thing, okay? Might have to kill those wolves, so stay there, okay? Hey, wolves. We're just passing through. Don't mind us. This is not a tasty, delicious sheep, okay? Just a regular sheep. Stay there, Fox. Be nice. I don't want to fight my own family. Hey, welcome back from ads.
Welcome back from the ad break.
Straight up
If you
greed,
hate
exactly.
ads, consider a sub or using your Twitch Prime.
Greed is a disease. Like, I have legitimately talked to people who cannot fathom why I don't want to be rich. You know, like, it's incomprehensible to them. Come on. Come on. Alright. Peace. Hey. Alright, so we got a sheep. That means I can make scissors and then get wool. Shoot, hold on. Did I actually make the scissors? I'm gonna have to drop this stuff here. Hey, Velku, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Don't see the scissors in my inventory, so I don't think I made them. There we go. Then you can just go in and snip, snip. There we go. He's naked. All right. I don't know what I get from the boars, but I got a feeling that it's not good. Oh, look at the sleeping chick. Oh my god, that's so cute. Look at the little chick. Are you gonna have to shear a bitch? Yes, I just did. You're making more stuff for your model? Ooh, what you making? He got home from a 13-hour shift. Yeah, he's conked out. He's doing the old honk shoe, honk shoe. Okay, so let's make... Ooh, that's pretty. So in order to make feed bags, we need wheat, any veggie, any fruit. So what I'm thinking is... What is an eternal seed bag? Whoa, what? Oh, Jesus, what are you? Oh. Making expressions and toggles. Ooh, heck yeah. That sounds like fun. Oh my god. What was that? Was he mad that I attacked the troll settlement? See, that's why I need to make a wall. You don't heal from sleeping. I hate that. Okay, so what I was trying to do was see what fruit I can grow. Potato sprout. Beech sapling, birch apple. Grate her essence of life and 4 apples. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna have to make is apples and or apple trees and grow wheat and corn. I think that's gonna be my way to make feed. So I need to find 4 apples. Alright, Zaddy. Thank you for playing. You have a good rest of your night. Oh my god. There, leave me alone. Fall down the hole. Why can't you fall down the hole? So that's where the bear spawns up there, huh? Great. We're gonna have to take care of him at some point. See, this is why I need a freaking wall. I'm just trying to go apple picking. Same here, Ducky. Oh, really? Well, oh my god, why does everything want to fight me? I hate there's no way to tame the wolves either. They're just enemies. Oh, my shield's broken. That's cool. Just gonna pretend that we put him to sleep. Like, night-night sleep. What other big plans do you have for your model, Velku? Other than triggers and expressions and stuff. I think one of the things I want to do with mine at some point is I want to learn how to make Visemes so that I can make better mouth tracking, because I've seen some people's models where the lip syncing is like impeccable, but I want to learn how to do that. What? What are you talking about? Are you operating on some Ed and Eddie logic? Don't you? No, I operate on Looney Tunes logic. Anytime I'm about to fall off a cliff, if I don't look down, I don't fall. And then if I feel like I'm about to fall, I pull out a sign that says help. Okay, so there's no apples on my island. Just a lot of bears. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. There's also a few caves in my area, which is nice. You operate on duck logic? Why not rabbit logic? You do, Merlin? Oh, that's a lot of bears. I'm gonna not go that way. In what way though? Because I want to make sure I'm being a good influence then. No apples. Apples, where are the apples? Hey Darion, how you doing, buddy? Very bueno influence? Okay, good. As long as I'm only being 100% bueno. Then we are good. Okay, these look like these have to be apple trees, right? I'm gonna try chopping. I'm gonna go for full George Washington here. Nah. Nah. I don't think so. Oh my god, look. Floating tree. Oh. I don't think I can kill this one. That wouldn't be right. Well, then, Merlin, then I will try to continue to do right by you guys. Dabba dee dabba die. I'm blue, dabba dee dabba die, dabba dee dabba die, dabba dee dabba die. I knew somebody who was convinced that that song was saying I'm in need of a guy, and he would not listen to reason. Even when I showed him the lyrics, like, look, this is what the lyrics say. Dabba dee dabba die. He'd be like, nope, I hear I'm in need of a guy. And I'm like, well, sounds like you, my friend, have a few questions you need to ask yourself. But also, you're wrong. Oh, hello, wolves. I don't want to fight you. And by wrong, I mean, like, wrong about the lyrics, not about him questioning himself. I feel like I've seen apple trees millions of times by now. Oh, we're reaching the coast again. Oh, I've already been here. Yeah, exactly, Merlin. That is exactly the point I was making. Crab. Crab. Crab people. Crab people. Look like crab, talk like people. I'm gaining like 1,000,000 memories just by walking by here. There's a bunch of fish in there. Hello, snake. Have you seen any apple trees? Oh, okay. Gotcha. I will leave you alone. That snake basically said, heck off. Oh, it's a moss horn. Maybe he wanted to be friends with Snake? Well, everything I've learned about snakes is that when they make a noise like that, they're not exactly in friend-making mood. What's up, Pixel? Of course I remember you. How you doing? He wants to eat us? That's what I mean. I mean, he can't, you know, he can't get me in his mouth, but he probably just wants to bite me. Om nom nom. Good, awesome. Good to hear. I'm happy to hear you're doing all right. We are currently looking for apples in Hytale because I need to make apple seeds packets. Look at the little guy. He's got a little hair on him. You did? Nice. I'm glad to hear it. What kind is it? Of course I remember you, Merlin. There's no way I could forget you. Oh, hello, underwater cave. Hello, fish? Hi, Yuki. I'm just gonna... Whoa, you are interesting looking. Okay, hold on. Once I'm done with these skeletons, I'm gonna go check that fish out again. Thank you for the gift, Yuki. Appreciate ya. How you doing? You're alright? Good to hear. I'm happy to hear that. Hike. Ooh, that's a big fish. You are stuck in this pond. And for that, I must eat you. Alright, I need to check out this fish. Look at the size of this thing. It looks like Georg from Majora's Mask. What happens if I smack it? Nothing. What does it drop? It just drops raw fish? Okay, that's kind of anticlimactic. Also, this cave is kind of interesting. Like, interspersed with ice. It looks a lot like Minecraft, but it's not. You are 100% correct. It looks a lot like Minecraft, but it's not. This game started off as a mod to Minecraft. And they did so much development on it, and they raised some money, and it is now its own game. And the Minecraft people really do not like that, apparently. What's up, Destiny? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find apples here. probably straying way too far from home. Oh, wait. Yes. I should probably start exploring like this lower bit down here. I've not explored any of this. Maybe I'll find apples there. Well, hello, Dayom. Ooh. Hola, Dayom. ¿Cómo estás? Oh, hello, bear. Or actually, how do you like to say it? Onya? What's wrong, Pixel? Thank you for the crunchy kitty.
For the glory of chaos!
What's up? What's up, Destiny? How you doing? Oh god, hi there. Can we just be friends, bro? I promise you I'm friendly if you just don't attack me. Oh, for Pete's sake. Alright, time to get out of here. Crunchy. Yeah, that's from the full screen effects. If you scroll down into like underneath chat, there's a thing called blurp, I think. But it has some full screen effects if you guys want to play with those. They're also free. Oh, really? Oh, really, Pixel? Because last I checked, it was like a day left. I think you'll be fine. But how you doing, Dayom? Everybody's been asking about you lately. Wait. What does the jackalope want? What did Merlin say?
Skill issue.
Christ, that's loud. Why is that so loud? I gotta fix that. Merlin said that they miss you too. Oh, you're okay. Sorry, I thought you were asking me. Okay, let's see. If we go down this way, ooh, what is? Oh, that's that temple. I've died here. Well, it's been like 3 minutes, Pixel. Are you sure that your doctor was correct? Okay, we should be a little bit further than what I've explored before. No, actually, I recognize this still. I didn't think it'd be so hard to find apples. Oh, nope, there's that troll encampment. Gotta stay away from there. No trolls. Now that I'm thinking about it, do you physically see apples on trees? Or is it like Minecraft where you gotta chop the tree down first? Oh no. Well, Requiesca in pace. Alright, I completely butchered that. Rest in pieces. Some kind of mine? Well, I'm not gonna bother. Every time I go underground, I get wrecked, so I'm not gonna bother. Okay, here we go. We're in a... What is it, a maple biome or something like that? Okay, and we're lagging. Can we not? Brother. Stop lagging. We're right back in the swamp. What the hell? Why are there so many swamps? Did frickin' Miyazaki make this game? Don't let the chickens die again? Hey, you know what? That wasn't my fault. They fell in the water. I didn't know that they can't swim, alright? I didn't ask if they had floaties beforehand, so I guess that's on me. But I've seen videos of chickens who can swim, so... Oi! How's that my fault? Ooh, a swamp house. Got any apples? Hey, got any grapes? Yo, yo, yo. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Here, you can have some dirt. You can have that too. I'll take this. Alright, thank you. What is this? Whatever it is, I want it. Well, thank you, Pixel. Tell him I'm sorry for the loss, and I'll see him next week. Or tomorrow. The machine requests a sacrifice? Okay, what is considered a worthy sacrifice? Oh wait, I have my apples. What am I doing? I can leave now. Kill 10 of any living thing. Yes, master. Three. 4. Hey, neat. I've never seen this before. The mine ooh. Sorry, I'm gonna get distracted real quick. Nope. Okay, what were we at? We were at 4. Those things aren't living, so they don't count. Wait, do plants count? Plants are living things. I'll kill a couple of plants, then you tell me if that counts. I'm not gonna kill a bear. It's gonna take too long. Plants don't bleed? Okay. Leave me alone, bro! Alright, you gotta die. 5. 6. 7. Does it take so long to kill a cow? 8. I was trying to think of a cow-related pun, but I couldn't. I said, why? Is everything hiding from me now? Ooh, hey, a new biome. Scorpion. Nine. Let me heal first. Okay. Jesus Christ, how is a lion attacked? Oh, my shield's broken. Okay, never mind. I forfeit. Lion. You win for now. Your shield's broken. Oh wait, no it's not. I think it just hit me so hard that my shield stopped working for a second. Okay. I need one more. Is that a living creature or is that a zombie? I think that's a zombie. What are you? Yeah, I don't think I want to find out what that is. Armadillo? There we go, 10. There you are, Machine Lord. I hath done your bidding. Thank you. Safe travels into the next stream. Oh, these things give off light. That's neat. I'm gonna explore this biome a little bit before I head home. Desert chicken? Oh my goodness, you look so cute. I see a village. I see some, how do you say it? Baobab? Never heard that word said. Are you guys friendly? Hi, friendly? Friendly? No, you're not friendly. Well, you're also zombie, so. Don't you dare. Joy. God, how are you so hard to kill? Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, that's right. You're dead now. Well, dead again. Deader. Man, the bots are attacking me full force today. Fairy bot is going crazy. Hi, are you friendly? 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 Farron Windwalker? Hey, it's okay, it's okay. I want to be your friend. Come here, you furry. I want to talk to you. I'm not gonna hurt you. Come back. Oh, Vanica. Vanica. Please. Oh, fine. Man, not even the furries want to talk to me. How sad. Whoa, what do we got going on here? Whose house is this? Small Farron chest. Okay, as a show of goodwill, I will leave behind Carrot. And I will leave behind Berry. There. Just to show that we are friends. See? I put food in your chest. I want to be your friend. Does nobody want to be my friend? Iran civilian? Or is it Farron? Hi. Hello. How you doing? You guys got some stuff I want. Can I have these? These are cool looking. Here, you can have sticks. I'll take your fish. You can have azure fruit. There. Is that a good trade? Are they fennec foxes? Oh. Oh, you're so cute. Please be my friend. Stop running from me. Look, I'm even crouching. See? Be my friend. Please. Oh my god, please. Be my friend. Ow. Offer an apple? Well, you know what? That's a smart idea. Let me see if that works. Hello, furry. Do you wish to have an apple? Hello, apple. Ooh, apple. Do you want some elote? Ooh, elote. Ooh. Never mind. I'm out. Good, I'm glad. Ooh, a two-handed mace. What is this? Is this your guys' storage? I can't tell what that is. I love your guys' building structure though, and I love that they're fennec foxes. I love fennec foxes so much. They're so freaking cute. What is this though? Is this your guys' burn pit? Is that where you throw the weirdos like me? This your well? Yep, just a well. Alright, well, I'll leave you guys alone. I'm glad you like that, Merlin. Ooh, thunderstorm. Ah, cleanse my soul, thunderstorm. I'm guessing that this is a baobab tree, but for some reason it looks like just like a normal oak tree. So I'm just gonna take a piece. Gumboab log. I'm wondering what I can build with that. According to the Little Prince, you're not supposed to allow baobab trees to root. Aki! Hi, Aki. How are you doing? So in all honesty, I'm doing these guys a favor by not letting the baobab tree take root. Or gumbob or whatever. Just got home from work? Heck yeah. And I feel like I just got home and I feel. How was your day? Ow. You liked my sad ow? I was trying to make friends and then I fell and broke my ankle. But I didn't care because I couldn't make friends with the little fox fella. Void larva. What are you? Oh yeah, you're those skeleton thingies. I don't think I want to bother you. It was a day, but finally days off. Ooh, heck yeah. How many days off do you get? Please leave me alone. Oh god. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Please leave me alone. Badlands. How bad can they be? Oh my gosh. Well, so far they're not proving to be very good. Just two? I'm sorry. Well, two is better than none, I guess, right? How bad can they be? Stop looking at me. Come on, jump back up. So I can continue to kill you. Yeah, that's what I thought. What kind of team am I the head of at work? An IT team. Technology. Hello, Jacksepticeye. How are you? Desolate Basin. Ooh, they sound so crunchy. I'm wandering so far away from home. I can't even see home on the map anymore. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness, look at... Ooh, what's this? Are we getting close to hell? How do I stay up so late and go to work? ADHD. A lot of caffeine. The next day. Do you have any plans for your days off, Hockey? Also, it's gotta kind of suck to have them right in the middle of the week like that, right? I remember when I worked in retail and I would get days off and it would be like Tuesday and Thursday were my days off. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with a Tuesday and a Thursday off? Like, none of my friends are doing anything because they're all at work. So that's when I would just be at home playing like Overwatch or something. Because it's like there's nothing I can do with a Tuesday and a Thursday off. Where did Star and Zargo? Or Sar? Sorry, the way... Yeah, it's Sarzaddy. You threw me off there. They went to bed. They went to sleep. You're gonna sleep? Yeah, that's the best thing to do. You gotta catch up on all that sleep you lost. Is this the Blasted Lands? Am I gonna find Onyxia's lair here? It's where if like a shark pops up or something and eats me, I'm gonna scream. Don't like this. Oh my god, I don't like seeing the bottom. You wouldn't catch me dead swimming like this in real life. Look at that, I can't see the bottom. Oh god. Oh, just look at the moon. Look at the moon. It's okay, we'll be fine, everybody. We'll just keep looking at the moon. Hey, look, a galaxy. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. Oh, man. I saw a picture the other day that I kind of wish I didn't see. And it was like what the Titanic survivors actually saw. Because you know, like in the movie, it's like all brightly lit and everything. And like the boat lights are lighting the water. And it's like what they actually saw. And it was like nothing. Pitch dark. And I was like, yeah, you can miss me with that right there. If your SSD died from 2021, do you recycle it? Well, do you have anything valuable, like or not valuable? Do you have anything personal on it? Like you know, anything that you could identify you with? I know, pretty colors. But these are definitely gonna kill me though, so I gotta try to find a way to because if you have anything personally identifiable on there, then take it to somebody who can destroy it for you, or you can do it yourself. Take a drill, be very, very careful. Just games and stuff, did you wipe it already, or did it like die, like it's no longer accessible? Because if that's the case, then just take it to a tech recycler. Look for somebody in your area who takes e-waste. You just take it to them and they'll do the rest for you. Because normally, if you ever have a hard drive that has like personal identifiable information on it, you want to destroy it like completely. Because just erasing it isn't enough. God, these things are sheer. I cannot get up. No longer accessible. Yeah, you should be okay with just giving it to a e-waste person then. That's what we do at work. We just hand it off to an e-waste person. They'll either like recycle it and like break it down into its bits. Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for sharing the live, Aki. Appreciate it. They'll break it down into its like bare components and then sell those off. Or they'll sell it to somebody who will do that. Thank you for the gift. Appreciate it. Okay, how do I climb up here? I feel like I'm just gonna waste my time. I can't even break it. Wait, did I break it? It's an M2, you could snap it in half. Well, that's up to you. But just, but don't throw it away in the trash, okay? Okay, Aki. It's very irresponsible to put electronic waste in the garbage, because you can pollute when that stuff gets hauled off to the what do you call it? The landfill. You'll just be polluting the ground with it. So do whatever you want with it. If you want to break it, but still take it to an e-waste center. Here we go. Whoa. This place looks cool. Whoa, what the hell are you? I have to be very careful exploring this area. This is a place that you come when you have like upgraded magical weapons. You know, like you have plus 10 what's that one sword called? Wind Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker, or Thunder Fury. What time do I go to work? Usually like 6:30 in the morning. What do I not need? Roof? I don't need roof. Fire log. Alright, we'll see what fire log can make. Curry and rice? Oh, that sounds delicious. What kind of curry was it though? I miss, oh my gosh, there was this place that we used to go to all the time. It was a Thai curry place. Oh, that place was so amazing. Chicken curry. That sounds pretty good. My favorite was their spicy red curry, and it's funny because like the chefs were Mexican dudes, but like the front end people, ladies, the front end were like all these like little Thai ladies, and they used to challenge me because when you order the spicy version, the spicy curry, they ask you how spicy you want it, and I'd be like, as spicy as you can make it. And they would be like, oh, how about level 10? And I'd be like, yeah, level 10. And then they'd come by and they'd be like, how was that? Was that spicy? And I'd be like, nope, go spicier. And they'd be like, oh, level 10's not spicy enough? And I'm like, nope. And they're like, okay, we're going to have to do something special for you next time. Now you want curry? I'm sorry. Any retail horror stories? I didn't really work much like that kind of retail. I worked like in warehouses and stuff for retail stores. But I did work in a theme park, which I guess might be a little bit, what do you call it? Retail-ish. I got some crazy stories. Mostly my stories from there are just like drunk people being dumb. I did see one drunk dude get the shit beaten out of him once. And that's just because he was this big drunk dude who was going around like harassing people, and he kept he was being like really, I guess you could say like sexually aggressive with a lot of the okay, I'm leaving with like a lot of the female guests, and he was constantly being reported. So these like two big security dudes came, and they're like, all right, come on, it's time to go. And he's like throwing his weight around and, you know, pushing him down and stuff. And so they are authorized to, you know, use whatever force they can to get you off the premises, as long as you're on their property. It's fair game. So yeah, they were like basically like throwing this guy around, and he starts swinging and throwing punches. And yeah, these two big security guards are there just throwing hands with some giant drunk dude. Eventually they got him down, but like the EMS had to come and like patch up the security guards and everything. And I'm just there watching from the ticket line, just like this. It was amazing. You know, it's always fun to see people who deserve it get their ass kicked, you know? I feel like I'm gonna wander too far and I'm gonna run into freaking Mordor. Okay, is there fall damage? I think there's fall damage for water, so I gotta be careful. Oy! Okay, no, there's no fall damage for water. The Spice Champion? You know it, Aki. That's me. And I love bragging about it too. But, you know, most people are like, so what? Who gives a shit? I'm like, I care. Not everybody can handle spice like I can. Let me have something. Let's see, what do we got? Can I throw anything away? I got these new things that I want to like... Oh, aspen log. Yeah, we can get rid of you. Ooh, is that too tough? I think this is too tough. Yeah, it was so deserved, honestly. But basically that's about the, I would say, the extent of what I would consider a quote unquote horror story in retail. Mostly a lot of the stuff I had to put up with was like really stupid middle management crap. You know, people who will never amount to anything else in their life, trying to control every little thing you do, and being happy for the opportunity to do so. Thought that guy was gonna fall in the water. Oh, and it being like a surfing town and not much going on, people did get kind of rowdy and crazy. I mean, I don't know if I should specifically tell this story. Nah, I don't think I should. I don't know if the powers that be would appreciate it. Let's just say it's a lot of drunk girls being drunk girls, if you catch my drift. Alright, now the long trek home so that I can see what these things craft. Is that a turtle? Is that a spiky turtle? Look, there's like a crab and a turtle watching the sun or whatever. Thank you, Aki. Hey, crab, how you doing? Okay, bye, crab. Hey, turtle, how you doing? You look like Bowser. Okay, bye. Yeah, we have got to get out of here. Those lions are not to be trifled with. I think once I can actually make better weapons and armor, then I'll come back to a lot of these places. Mature chili. And I think that I can grow that. Okay, nope, nope, nope. I run. Oh my god, is that a meerkat? Oh, it's so cute. Okay, I'm leaving. So this one though isn't specifically like a retail story. Hello, flamingo. But it happened in a place that could be considered retail-ish. I get distracted easily. Yeah, I know, Aki. When we see cute animals, we can't help ourselves. This is cool looking. But I was at the zoo once, and we were at the tapir enclosure. And if you you know, if you know what a tapir is, it's like imagine a pig with a long nose, or a really long nose. Hello, hyena.
Welcome
Nope.
back from the ad break. If you hate ads, consider a sub or using your Twitch Prime.
God, this is like questing in the Barrens at a low level. Everything is trying to kill me. So we were at the tapir exhibit, and you know, we're walking through and enjoying the animals, and then all of a sudden, to my right is this lady with her kids, and she points out the tapir and she goes, "Oh, look, honey, it's an anteater." Look over. You cannot be serious. Lady, the freaking display is right in front of you. You can see right there, the sign says tapir. What are you talking about? And you're teaching your kid this? Ugh. Slow turn, yeah. That's exactly what I did in real life too. Because I couldn't believe what I heard. What are you? You desert boars? You're cute. Nope, go away. Leave me alone. It's like, I can understand some ignorance when it comes to animals, because, you know, there's a lot of animals that look similar but have different names. But tapirs and anteaters look nothing alike. They're not even on the same damn continent. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, they are. Never mind. I think there's tapirs in South America. But yeah, no, it's just like... it's ridiculous. Hey... Like zebras, on the other hand, I did not know that there are like 3 or 4 different types of zebras, and it's all based on their stripes. You have like mountain zebras, highland zebras, lowland zebras, plains zebras. I was like, oh my goodness. And yeah, it's all their stripes, and they teach you like how to identify them. What was that? Thorium? Thorium. Oh, look at that giant wasp. Oh, we're gonna stay away from you. I think you can mess me up. This literally feels like mid-level barrens. I should not be here. All it's missing is some centaurs. I'm on my... I gotta get my ass back to Elwyn Forest. Okay, where are we? Big ass mountain in my way, and then there's the temple, so then my house... oh, there's my house. Hello, crows. Hello, bear. I am... leave you alone. I love going to the zoo every time.